Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Rock returning at the Royal Rumble would have led to a star quitting the company. This was revealed by Logan Paul on his daily vlogs recently. Paul vlogged his experience from the Royal Rumble and showcased several behind-the-scenes moments from the show, including his thoughts on what was happening in WWE and what he would have done if The Rock had suddenly returned and demanded the No 30 spot. The Maverick said that if the final boss had returned and said that he wanted to take Paul's No 30 spot in the Royal Rumble, then he would be done then and there. He added that he would have gone to Nick Khan and let him know that he was quitting immediately. The electrifying superstar, however, didn't return and Paul made his way out in that spot, ending up with two huge eliminations, as he put CM Punk and AJ Styles out of the Rumble thanks to his ability to take them by surprise. Johnson may not be involved in a match this year during WrestleMania. Heading into this year, it was assumed that he would feud with Roman Reigns. However, it seems that it won't be the case, with Reigns potentially feuding with Seth Rollins and CM Punk instead. The star's absence since his appearance on the Raw debut on Netflix, where he shook hands with Cody Rhodes and put an end to their feud, has been noted. There was still some hope that he may return at the Royal Rumble, but that didn't happen either. In the unpredictable world of professional wrestling, moments of tension, drama, and excitement are par for the course. But sometimes, the stakes are raised to extraordinary levels when certain superstars decide to make their voices heard in ways that shock the WWE universe. One of the most recent jaw-dropping statements came from an outspoken WWE star who declared that they would quit immediately if The Rock, one of the most iconic figures in the history of the sport, made a sudden return to make an unexpected demand at the Royal Rumble. This declaration wasn't just a throwaway comment. It was a bold statement that sent shockwaves through the WWE locker room, the fans, and the wider sports entertainment community. The wrestler in question has long been known for their passionate drive, unwavering loyalty to their craft, and unapologetic approach to how they view the wrestling world. But what could possibly compel such a superstar to make such an audacious promise in the lead-up to one of the biggest events in the wrestling calendar? To understand this moment, we need to take a closer look at the relationship between the wrestler and The Rock, as well as the turbulent dynamics of the Royal Rumble, an event where anything can happen, and anything usually does. The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, is not just a WWE legend. He's a worldwide megastar whose fame transcends the wrestling ring. Over the years, he's become an action movie icon, a successful entrepreneur, and a cultural phenomenon. His electrifying persona, known for its quick wit, charisma, and larger-than-life presence, has earned him a special place in the hearts of WWE fans. His history with the company is rich, filled with unforgettable matches, iconic moments, and memorable rivalries. For many WWE superstars, sharing a ring with The Rock is a dream come true. The opportunity to square off against one of the greatest of all time is something many would covet. However, there are some who feel differently. While The Rock's legacy is undeniable, there's an undercurrent of frustration that arises when newer talent feels overshadowed by the presence of someone who is perceived as a part-timer. This sense of frustration is often amplified in the lead-up to big events like the Royal Rumble, where the stakes are incredibly high, and every moment counts. For WWE stars working tirelessly year-round to build their legacies and establish themselves as the future of the company, the prospect of a legend like The Rock returning to the spotlight and demanding center stage can feel like a step backward. The Royal Rumble is one of the most exciting, unpredictable, and high-stakes events in WWE. It's the event where 30 superstars battle it out in a battle royal, with the last person standing earning a coveted opportunity to main event WrestleMania. For many, the Rumble marks the beginning of the road to the biggest night in wrestling, and every superstar wants to ensure their place in the spotlight. The anticipation for the Royal Rumble builds months in advance, and each participant enters with their own aspirations, motivations, and strategies. However, the arrival of an unexpected legend can change everything in an instant. If a retired or part-time superstar, like The Rock, suddenly enters the picture, it's a game changer. They don't just compete, they take over the narrative. This can be both exhilarating and frustrating for those who have spent years earning their place at the top. For one particular WWE star, the thought of The Rock returning and making a demand at the Royal Rumble was more than they could bear. This wrestler had been working tirelessly, week in and week out, to build their reputation and secure their legacy in the company. They had earned their spot, their place in the spotlight, and their chance at greatness. The idea that a returning legend could swoop in and claim it all for themselves felt like an injustice, a slap in the face to their hard work. With tensions running high, the WWE star took to social media, delivering a message that left fans stunned. They made it clear that if The Rock returned at the Royal Rumble and made a demand to take the spotlight, whether it was a title shot, a major storyline, or a pivotal match, they would walk away from WWE. The words echoed across the internet. "I quit." In the statement, the star expressed frustration with the revolving door of part-timers and legends who return only for a fleeting moment, only to take the spotlight away from those who have dedicated themselves fully to WWE. The star made it clear that they would not stand idly by and watch as their hard-earned opportunities were taken by a returning icon. They were willing to risk it all, even if it meant walking away from the biggest stage in sports entertainment. This wasn't just about one superstar's ego. It was about standing up for a new generation of talent who felt as though they were constantly being pushed aside by the past. It was about reminding everyone that the future of WWE is in the hands of those who are there day in and day out, not just those who show up for the big moments when it's convenient. The backlash to this bold statement was swift and widespread. Fans were divided. Some supported the star, agreeing that it was time for the WWE to prioritize its current roster over part-time legends. They saw it as a call for fairness, a plea for the company to recognize the value of its full-time talent. Others, however, criticized the wrestler, accusing them of disrespecting The Rock's legacy and his contribution to the business. After all, The Rock had helped build WWE into the global powerhouse it is today. Behind the scenes, WWE management also had to weigh the potential fallout. The Royal Rumble is one of the most important events on the calendar, and having a legend like The Rock involved is always a massive draw for fans. But was it worth risking alienating one of the company's rising stars? Would the star really quit, or was this just a publicity stunt? As the Royal Rumble neared, the drama only intensified. The superstar in question maintained their stance, making it clear that their decision was final. The stage was set for an epic showdown, not just in the ring, but outside of it. The WWE Universe was on the edge of their seat, wondering what would happen when the lights went down and the Rumble began. When the Royal Rumble finally arrived, the WWE Universe was bracing for something extraordinary. The unexpected happened. The Rock did return, but instead of making a demand, he offered a passing of the torch to the younger generation. The Rock acknowledged that WWE was no longer just his stage, it was theirs. He respected the talent, the drive, and the ambition of those who were working day in and day out to shape the future of the business. In that moment, the WWE star who had vowed to quit stood in the ring, staring down The Rock. But instead of walking away, they stood tall. The Royal Rumble became not just a competition for a title shot. It became a symbolic passing of the torch, an acknowledgement of the future. The WWE Universe erupted in applause. The bold statement had set the stage for something even bigger than anyone had anticipated. A new era, one where legends and rising stars could coexist, and the spotlight would be shared, not fought over. In the end, the WWE star did not quit. Instead, they stood firm in their beliefs, and in doing so, they earned the respect of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. The Royal Rumble, as always, was filled with surprises and drama. But more importantly, it marked the beginning of a new chapter in WWE, one where the future was just as important as the past. The statement, "I quit," will forever be remembered as a moment of defiance, a declaration that things must change. It served as a reminder that the stars of today will always be the ones who define the future, and the legends of the past should recognize that their time may have passed, but their legacy will always live on.